tonight's fourth match between the Webster University Gorloks and the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. We will begin with introducing the non-starters for the visiting team. Rachel Coffer, Leah Sutton, Lauren McCulley, Victoria Jewell, Jessa Mayer, Rachel Hayes, Sammy Murray, Megan Morrison, Kylie Govro, Lindsay Taylor. And now for the starters for Webster University. 5'10" middle hitter from Granite City, Emily Ratkowitz. 5'7" setter from St. Louis, Allie O'Toole. 5'7" outside from Florissant, Missouri, Jenny Howard. 5'10" outside from Wildwood, Missouri, Jordan Viewald. 5'11" right side from Staunton, Illinois, Kristen McDowell. 6'1" middle hitter from St. Louis, Sam Kirsting. And 5'7" libero from Herman, Missouri, Liz Abraham. Head coach of the Gorloks, Mary Graff. And now to introduce the non-starters for Elmhurst. Perry Morgan, Melissa Milkey, Elise Craig, Jackie Pavlonis, Laura Moran, Katie Rufer, Sam Horvath, Dana Lankar, and Peggy Clemens. The starters for the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. 5'8" outside from Joliet, Antonia V.C. Smith. 5'11" outside from St. Charles, Sam Sarmack. 5'10" right side from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Marcy Novak. 6-foot-tall middle hitter from Union Grove, Wisconsin, Caitlin Wilkes. 6'1" middle from Thornton, Megan Reynolds. 5'5" setter from Freeport, Erin Thill. And 5'6" libero from Bloomington, Hannah Lesson. Head coach for Elmhurst, Julie Hall. Our officials for match 4, referee number 1, Mary Malpede, referee number 2, Sergio Gonzalez. Alternate referee, Janine Huskin. Line 1, Arnold Cross. Line 2, Merrick Crotch.
Time for the final match of the day here on Blue Jay TV. And a great crowd is on hand as the host school, Elmhurst College, ranked number 9. The latest AVCA Top 25 poll prepares to take on Webster University, a little bit behind schedule due to the extremely competitive match which finished moments ago. Wisconsin Whitewater in 5 sets with a win over Thomas More. Whitewater will meet the winner of this contest. The atmosphere is electric. There's a large contingency of students who have all been chanting throughout the starting lineups and so much more. Been hard to navigate the crowd as well. Webster University, the Pool A representative from the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, entering the matchup with a record sitting at 24-9. Elmhurst 29-7. It'll be Webster opening on serve. Victoria Jewell will get us started. First set of play, Antonia V.C. Smith off the blockers. Punched around and set across. Megan Reynolds waiting! And Megan Reynolds, a strong way to start for the Blue Jays. First point to Elmhurst here in the opening set. First to serve for the Blue Jays, Erin Thill, the setter. Elmhurst, winners of 10 in a row. The lone representative from the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin this year. Megan Reynolds was over the top and knew it right away. Tried to back off, and Webster couldn't get it over the net. It's 2-zip. Thill serving again. Short attempt into the middle. Elmhurst has been playing some very strong volleyball of late. Rolled through the CCIW tournament. In fact, did not lose a set. Beat a very strong Milliken team in the semifinals and then an upstart Wheaton squad. There's the side out for Webster. Seven o'clock tomorrow will be the second semifinal in which the winner of this matchup will face Wisconsin Whitewater. And Elmhurst would love nothing more than a third crack at Whitewater, who is 2 for 2 against the Blue Jays this year. Elmhurst at 29-7 with 2 of those losses coming to Wisconsin Whitewater. And they could potentially see the Warhawks again tomorrow. Here's a back set looking for Novak. Webster able to assess, ease it across. Thill with a back set towards Wilkes, and it's denied. Jenny Howard, Sam Kirsting. On the left side defensively for Webster, led by head coach Mary Graff. For Webster, second consecutive NCAA appearance, and the 6th in 7 years. The Gorlocks are into the net. Webster downed Greenville in the SLIAC title match. Their men's and women's soccer teams are also in the NCAA tournament, both of whom were playing in Chicago today, one at Dominican, one at Wheaton. Second highest season win total, winners of 9 in a row, so they enter the tournament with momentum in 16 of 17. And a block for the Blue Jays. Caitlin Wilkes leading the charge on the left side. CCIW awards were announced this week. Elmhurst head coach Julie Hall, the CCIW Coach of the Year. Megan Reynolds, the Player of the Year. Blue Jays had 3 representatives on the first team. Reynolds, Antonia V.C. Smith, and Caitlin Wilkes. Also 3 on the second team, Marcy Novak, Sam Zarmak, and Erin Thill. 5-3 lead for Elmhurst in the first. Sammy Murray twisting a serve across the net. Handled in the back row by Longcar. Now it's Zarmak ahead. Dug out by V-Wall. And space in the back row. Elmhurst pushed up too much. Left Longcar all alone in the back. Couldn't cover enough territory. 5-4. Strong contingency of Webster fans across the way. Overall, this regional has been extremely well attended. It started immediately this morning with Benedictine and Chicago. A couple of local programs. Chicago won in 4 sets if you're looking for the results from today. Run down the rest of them for you momentarily. Eased across. Stepping up in the center and dropping it home is Jenny Howard, the sophomore from Florissant, Missouri. All even at 5 apiece. Wash U disposed of the College of Mount St. Joseph in 3 sets in the second matchup, which means semifinal number 1 tomorrow at 4:30. A UAA clash between Chicago and Wash U. Free ball at the net. Zarmak tried to punch it home. Set back and swatted over by Lindsay Taylor. Kept off the floor again. Some good coverage by Webster. Thill leading Wilkes. That's dug out. Back set. Up in the air again. Nice rally. but a double hit called. You may have heard the introduction of the officials. I'll replay them for you anyhow. In the chair for this one, Mary Malpidi. The down referee, Sergio Gonzalez. Alternate official, Janine Hoskin. On the lines, Merrick Arave and Arnold Cross. Zarmak awaits. Too long. 6 aside. And then earlier this evening as well, Wisconsin-Whitewater needed 5 sets to dispose of Thomas More in a highly competitive matchup. Whitewater awaits the winner. The majority of their fans have departed, but the team is all here watching. Webster to the lead, 7-6. Seven on the serving error. Dug out by Novak. Reynolds with a friendly roll, but it spins out. Substitution as Antonia V.C. Smith returns. Sam Zarmak on serve. Missed it. Tell you what, the so-called favorites so far in this regional have struggled in the opening set. Just walked out of the press conference with Wisconsin-Whitewater's head coach Stacy Boudreau, and she said, to be honest, the atmosphere kind of affected them a little bit at the start. Megan Reynolds connects. The NCAA tournament, even if it is on your home floor, brings a different kind of intensity. Heard that from the Benedictine fans this morning as well. It was almost like a home match for Benedictine. This entire side of the gym was full with red and black. They said, look, when you're not used to playing in it, sure, it's a great atmosphere and a lot of fun to be a part of, but it does affect you at points as well. Aaron Thill serving. Perhaps that's the case with Elmhurst here early on. Also could have a lot to do with the way that Webster's playing. The Gorlocks very strong to start. Set back towards Kirsting in short. All square again at 10 apiece. .4:30 and 7, the semifinals tomorrow. 4 o'clock, the championship match on Sunday. Serving is Jordan Viewald. V.C. Smith aiming for Viewald. Dug out. Strutting ahead is Howard. Just enough to poke it through. 11-10, Webster with the lead. Phil targets V.C. Smith deep and a spot. .11 apiece. And a lesson to serve for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst in the home whites. Webster, the traveling navy blue. The exception, of course, the liberos. Nope. Twisting wide from Kirsting. Elmhurst back in front. It is electric inside R.A. Fagettl Hall tonight for the final match of the day. The host, Elmhurst College Blue Jays, and the Webster Gorlocks. Kirsting again. Caitlin Wilkes off the blockers, kept alive, and eased over. Phil with a back set, looking for Novak, right in the spot. Such accuracy for Elmhurst early on. Lesson serving yet again. And an ace. Now maybe the Blue Jays will start to take control here in this opening set. By the way, if you want to go back and watch any of the earlier matchups today, you can do so. They are available on demand. They come up through YouTube as well. And there'll be the original feed, which is recorded live here at R.A. Faginal Hall. Wilkes misses wide. So you can go back and watch matches after the fact a little bit later on. Maybe tomorrow you want to find out about your next opponent, do some scouting. Certainly available for you as well. Also tomorrow, Elmhurst will have a football game, so it's going to be a busy weekend here at Elmhurst College. Novak delivers for the Blue Jays. Returning is Longcar. Longcar to serve with Elmhurst up 15-12 in the first. Blocked. Wilkes all by herself, sent it back from whence it came. Punched around, can Elmhurst recover? 4 hits. Substitution for Webster. Sammy Murray returns, senior setter. Still a relatively young Webster program. Just 2 seniors. Murray with a deep one. Set up for Wilkes, denied. Ratkowitz and Taylor combining for Webster. Opening set of action. Elmhurst and Webster battling in the NCAA tournament. Winner go home now. Novak clears the front row and it drops. Webster with some miscommunication, 16-14 Elmhurst. Couldn't decide who wanted to cover space. Novak serving. Back left corner. Stepping up is Vewald. Ahead is Zarmak. Vewald digs it out. Trying to set it up. Liz Abraham short. Zarmak will try again off the blockers, but unable to get out of the way was Taylor. Scoreboard showing 17-15 Elmhurst. And a side out off the swing from Howard on the right side. Back set to Wilkes. Over but out. Sammy Murray. Could not twist it around the antenna anyhow. Denied. It's 18-15 presently. As Taylor stuffed. And a timeout for Webster. 19-15, Elmhurst with the lead in the first set. The 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament lives here on Blue Jay TV. Mary Graff taking a timeout for Webster as Elmhurst up 19-15 in the first. The Blue Jays hosting this NCAA regional. The winner will advance to the national quarterfinals in Holland, Michigan, hosted by Hope College, who was ousted today in their regional semifinal. So Hope will not have the opportunity to play in the quarterfinals at home. Back set towards Taylor. Waiting underneath is V-Wall. Longcar on the scene. Backing up, Novak. Partially blocked. Up again, V-Wall. Reynolds in the middle, space. Megan Reynolds with 4 kills on 6 swings. 20-15, Elmhurst on top. Set in the air towards Taylor. Longcar retreats. Here's Zarmak lumbering ahead. V-Wald. And Elmhurst in the net. Substitution for Webster. Megan Morrison is on. Morrison ready again. And an ace. In that 50-50 mode, here comes Webster on the road. Megan Reynolds again finds a spot. 21-17. Webster 9-2 in road matches this season. Trying to recover, shoved over by Morrison. Megan Reynolds rises. Sam Zarmak serving. Zarmak from the back row. Little miscommunication again, but a friendly roll. Reynolds off the block. Retreating is Zarmak. Phil will set it up for VC Smith. Just missed. Waiting on it is Reynolds, who plays it off the blockers. Timeout Webster, 23-19, Elmhurst in front, trying to close out the first. This is the 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament on Blue Jay TV. Elmhurst trying to finish off the first set at home, up 23-19. And the NCAA opener for the Blue Jays against Webster out of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Aaron Thill serving. Backing up on it is V-Wald. And Antonia V.C. Smith elevates. Capacity crowd rising to their feet. Here on the near side anyway. Solid contingency of students in the house. Bouncing around, V-Wall settles underneath. Reynolds with the deke. The kill for Novak. And the first set belongs to Elmhurst. 25-19. Time for a quick break. When we return, set number 2 from R.A. Faginal Hall in Elmhurst. The 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament lives here on Blue Jay TV. Tim Calderwood in Elmhurst, Illinois, the western suburbs of Chicago. R.A. Faginal Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College. 2012 NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament, the Elmhurst Regional. 3 matches already today, Elmhurst in front. After winning the first set 25-19 in front of a very boisterous crowd here tonight. Elmhurst hitting 225 in the first set, 16 kills. 7 of those from Megan Reynolds, who on 10 swings produced 7 kills in the first set. Erin Thill, 8 assists, Katie Roofer, 7. Elmhurst with 2 aces, 18 digs, 6 of those from Marcy Novak. Run down Webster's numbers for you in a moment. First, it's Reynolds at the net. Elmhurst with 3 blocks in the first set, 2 of those from Reynolds. Waiting underneath is McDowell. Zarmak tries to get the heck out of the way, but it ends up falling. And the first point of the second set belongs to Webster, who in the opening set hit 103, 10 kills, 6 errors, 39 total swings. Jenny Howard with 6 kills, a very impressive percentage for her. 6 kills on 9 swings. And all alone in the middle with ease was Sam Kirsting to register the 3rd block for Webster. Sammy Murray with 6 assists. 8 digs for Liz Abraham, leading the way for Webster here so far. Antonia V.C. Smith logs the first points of the second for Elmhurst. A little bit of a slow start for the Blue Jays in the first here at home. Aaron Thill with a bouncer. Thill serving. Kirsting short, V.C. Smith dives on top. And Marcy Novak splits the defense. Thill still on serve and a 2-2 score. Easing onward. Megan Reynolds. Nice dig from Vewald in the back row. Vewald kept it alive. Thill back towards Novak. And Webster in the net. (3-2). Thill serving yet again. Moved ahead and shoved over by McDowell. Here's V.C. Smith elevating out of the gym. Yowzers. Elmhurst finished a perfect 7-0 in the CCIW this year. Not only that, but the Blue Jays, as host of this NCAA regional, well, listen to this number, 14-0 at home this year. That includes a couple of Elmhurst invitational victories over some very strong teams. Julie Hall, year in and year out, is not afraid to challenge her squad. And Elmhurst makes it a 5-2 lead, 5 consecutive points for the Blue Jays here in the second set. Elmhurst, the outright CCIW champions. First unbeaten conference season since 2002. A lot of volleyball history here at Elmhurst. This is perhaps one of the better teams. V.C. Smith towards the net. And a double hit is called on the set. First outright conference championship for Elmhurst since 2003. That was secured with an October 23rd sweep of North Central. 5-3 lead for the Blue Jays. Novak tries to spin it around, shakes her head after the attempt. And a lesson dives in. Here's V.C. Smith. Too much. (5-4) advantage. And a point for Webster on a lift. V.C. Smith, short and down. Dropping right in front of Jordan Vewald. Hannah Lesson stepping back to serve. Thill sets it up for Novak. Nope. Ratkowitz misfires. Elmhurst slowly increasing the margin as a very stoic Julie Hall watches on the sidelines. Another misfire for Webster. That'll bring Mary Graff to her feet. Waiting is Jenny Howard in the middle. Zarmak snuffs it out. Here's VC Smith. On the scene, Abraham defensively. Howard onward. Phil dumps. Elevating is McDowell. Howard tries again. Phil back towards Novak, and Novak delivers. Timeout Webster. 10-5 Elmhurst in front in the second. The 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament lives here on Blue Jay TV. Elmhurst doubling up Webster in the second. Up a set. Wide angle view of the crowd which is congregated here at R.A. Faginal Hall. And plenty of room for Webster, who found an opening. Emily Ratkowitz, the sophomore middle hitter. Side out to Webster following the timeout, and Sammy Murray to serve, the senior setter from Columbia, Illinois. This Webster roster with players sprinkling from all over. Lots of Missouri and Illinois connections, as you may imagine. Good spot, but also California, Colorado, and Texas represented on the Webster roster. (11-6). Short swing from Ratkowitz. Still coming cross court for Zarmak. Snuffed out by Abraham. Settling underneath is Howard. Now it's Wilkes. Abraham is there again. And long off the swing from Taylor. You can also chat along with us if you so desire along the right side. I see a few comments coming from Webster fans. Onward is Novak, and just off the shoulder of the retreating V-Wall. Longcar on serve. And Longcar dives out of her reach. Longcar was left all alone in the back row. 13-7. Phil scampers towards Zarmak. Recovered. V-walled an attempt. Here is Wilkes. Howard to her knees. V-walled again, right in front of Longcar. (13-8) Webster. Up comes Novak. Katie Rufer off the bench for Elmhurst. Rufer, a junior, Aaron Thill, a senior. The two have been splitting time at the setter position of late. V-Wald strikes it. Now it's Wilkes. Dug away. Shoved over by Ratkowitz. Zarmak never made it over. (14-9) the advantage. is Abraham on serve. Roofer back to Wilkes. Caitlin Wilkes on serve. Right down Broadway. Wilkes with some nice coverage. Longcar sets it up for Zarmak. Off the blockers. Free ball over. Reynolds found a spot. Just kind of instinctively threw up her arm. A lot of times when that free ball comes at you, you sit back and wait for it to come before delivering a thunderous knock. Reynolds just kind of knocked it into an opening. 16-9. Jump ball for Reynolds again. Well, there's a reason why Megan Reynolds was an All-American last year. Offense and defense. Tremendous presence at the net. 17-9. Elmhurst. Timeout. Webster. The 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament lives here on Blue Jay TV. Elmhurst pulling away in the second, trying to jump in front 2-0. Caitlin Wilkes serving for the Blue Jays. (17-9) margin, and problems for Sammy Murray at the screen. Vwald off the Elmhurst block. Allie O'Toole the serve. Roofer feeds Reynolds right back at him. Sam Kirsting in the 6'1" frame. Kristen McDowell was there as well. Airborne. Abraham from the back row. And now it's 19-11. Roofer feeding VC Smith. Now Roofer from the set slot. Angled too far to the left edge. VC Smith up the seam, 20-12. To 13. Sam Kirsting serving as well. Megan Reynolds right at Kirsting. Here's VC Smith off the blockers and down. (21-13). Webster scrambles. And a double hit. Wilkes. Howard. VC Smith over the net. And connecting is Retkowitz. Novak, nope. Novak lines up and delivers. 23-15. Longcar shuffles over. Sam Zarmak. Onward is Howard and down.
That was Howard with the kill for Webster. She's now serving.
Novak. Off the front row. There goes my pen down to the ground. See what happens when you fiddle with it in your hands? Set point coming for Elmhurst. And the Blue Jay faithful rising to their feet. And an ace to close it out. 25-16, Elmhurst in the second. The Blue Jays up 2-0. And we'll try to finish off Webster University and move to the regional semifinals tomorrow when we come back. The 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament lives here on Blue Jay TV. Tim Calderwood in Elmhurst, Illinois. It's the 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament. Elmhurst on top of Webster 2-0. Elmhurst ranked 9th in the latest AVCA poll entering the tournament. Trying to advance to the regional semifinals tomorrow, during which the Blue Jays would face the nemesis of the 2012 campaign, Wisconsin Whitewater, who twice this year has bettered Elmhurst in 5 sets. Webster with only 8 kills in the second set, hitting percentage under 100, 5 errors, 43 attempts. Under 100 for the match as well. Elmhurst with a .256 percentage in the second, 17 kills. Marcy Novak, 12 kills. Megan Reynolds, 10 for Elmhurst. Jenny Howard with 8 for Webster. B.C. Smith, right in the corner, tucks it home. Sammy Murray, 10 assists. Allie O'Toole, 7 for Webster. Erin Thill, 20. Katie Rufer, 10 for Elmhurst. Defensively, 3 Elmhurst players in double digits. Sam Zarmak, Marcy Novak, and Hannah Lesson with 10 or more digs. Zarmak with 12, Novak and Lesson with 10 apiece. 16 digs for Liz Abraham. 4 blocks for Webster, only 3 for Elmhurst. Really hasn't been a lot of net presence for the Blue Jays, but they have not needed it so far and are up 2-0 here early in the third. Short attack coming from Kirsting. Looking left side for Vewald and stuffed. Megan Reynolds on the block. Big start for the Blue Jays here in the third. Abraham from the back row. Here's V.C. Smith. She leaps out of the gym. My goodness. V.C. Smith at 5'8", but you would never know it in the way she plays up front. 4-0 Elmhurst. It's still Thill on serve. Vewald. Back towards Novak. Howard able to dig it out. Punched over by O'Toole. V.C. Smith rising again and dropping. $5-0 lead for Elmhurst. And Kirsting records the first point for Webster in the middle. (5-1). Serving is Jordan Vewald. And Megan Reynolds stepping up for Elmhurst. 6-1 Elmhurst advantage as Hannah Lesson drops back. Tomorrow, want to let you know, 4:30 will be semifinal number 1. That's the UAA matchup. A couple of nationally ranked teams in Chicago and Wash U. Looking like potentially a couple more nationally ranked teams in the 7 o'clock affair. If Elmhurst is able to finish off Webster, it'll be Elmhurst and Wisconsin Whitewater. Already mentioned Wisconsin Whitewater with a couple of victories over Elmhurst this season. 7-1 Elmhurst lead, but the Blue Jays are very strong on their home floor. To the tune of a 14-0 record. Novak challenging Abraham. And it's knocked across. Here's V.C. Smith rising again. O'Toole looking to set up Howard. From the set slot, it's a dump. Erin Thill decides to attack. And a timeout, Webster, 8-1, Elmhurst in front, third set. The 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament lives here on Blue Jay TV. couple of automatic entrants into the NCAA championship tournament field battling tonight in Elmhurst. This Elmhurst regional has a mix of automatic and at-large bids. First matchup today saw Benedictine, an automatic entrant from the Northern Athletics Conference, fall to Pool C entrant at-large bid at University of Chicago in 4 sets. The next automatic entrant, College of Mount St. Joseph, was swept by Washington University in St. Louis, who is also a Pool C at-large entrant. Those of you keeping score at that point, at-larges are 2 for 2. Whitewater over Thomas More. Whitewater was an at-large entrant, Pool C. Nationally ranked Warhawks in 5 sets were able to hold off a feisty Thomas More squad. So 3 Pool C entrants have moved on. But here in the final match of the day, both Webster and Elmhurst automatically reached the NCAA tournament. Elmhurst by virtue of winning the CCIW regular season and tournament crowns. Webster, winners of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. 10-2 lead for Elmhurst in the third. Wilkes as a decoy for V.C. Smith. Yes, indeed. Dana Longcar will replace V.C. Smith. All Elmhurst in the third. Webster fans trying to inspire some confidence in the Gorlocks. They've been in Chicago for a majority of the day, as both soccer teams in the NCAA tournament field playing here in Chicagoland as well. Sammy Murray to serve. Sam Zarmak coming at me, look out. I think cameraman Phil was ready to make a play on that one. If your camera shot suddenly would have gone wobbly, you would have known why. Outstanding crew here on Blue Jay TV has been with you all day long. And a service ace, 13-3. First match was at 12:30 this afternoon. This is the 4th of the day. Elmhurst looking for what would be the second sweep. Ironically, both of those sweeps would have come from the top seeds in this regional, Elmhurst and Wash U. And into the net, point for the Blue Jays. Top seeds have all won today. No upsets here in Elmhurst. Plenty of upsets elsewhere around the country, though. Hope in the top 10 is out of the tournament in this regional semifinal round. Stevens Point was upended yesterday. And this is the Elmhurst team that we have grown accustomed to seeing over the last couple of weeks, looking for win number 11 in a row and an advancement to the NCAA regional semis tomorrow, leading 15-3, a timeout. Webster. This is the 2012 NCAA Division III Volleyball Championship Tournament on Blue Jay TV. (15-3) Elmhurst in the third, looking for a sweep of the champions out of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, Webster University. 25-19, 25-16 the count so far. Marcy Novak serving out of the stoppage, Webster out of TOs. Jenny Howard looks to ease it across. Here's Zarmak, and Zarmak plays it off the blockers. Scheduled tomorrow on Blue Jay TV, big afternoon football game, Elmhurst and Illinois Wesleyan. Elmhurst 8-1, looking to clinch a share of the CCIW championship with a win over Illinois Wesleyan and solidify an at-large position potentially for the playoffs. Elmhurst right now regionally ranked. Could end up playing at home in an NCAA football game next weekend as well, depending. Sammy Murray serving for Webster. Jump ball put down by Rufer. 17-4. Meanwhile, after the football game, here at R.A. Faginal Hall, which is right across the street from Langhorst Field, 4:30 volleyball semifinal 1, Wash U and Chicago. Whitewater at 7 o'clock meets the winner of this one. Megan Reynolds off the blockers, kept alive. Good recovery by Webster, denied up front though, off the block of Reynolds. Some good floor coverage. Aiming cross court towards Zarmak, diving in is Howard. Jessa Mayer. Now Reynolds up against the line, puts it home 18-4. I'll be on the call of every match in this volleyball regional as well as the football matchup tomorrow. Hopefully by the time the regional matchup championship comes around Sunday afternoon, I'll have a voice left. Sam Zarmak spins it too much. And it's 18-5 on the side out. Megan Morrison off the bench, a sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. She'll step back and serve. Back set to Reynolds. That was very close. But off the blockers and out. Julie Hall heading down to the end of her bench, signaling for some substitutions. Perry Morgan will come on. 19-5, Elmhurst in front in the third. Perry Morgan serving. And in the middle, it's Sam Kirsting. Kirsting, a sophomore. The serve from Allie O'Toole. V.C. Smith motoring onward. And an assist off the linesman. 20-6. Aaron Thill returns. It has been all Elmhurst here in the third. Thill with a deep serve. O'Toole looking for Kirsting. And a swing from Novak. (21-6). O'Toole across to McDowell. Having problems working it over the front row attack. And Elmhurst in the net. Mary Graff calling over Allie O'Toole for a conversation. She'll also talk with the down official. This might be an injury stoppage because the down referee has his stopwatch rolling. That's Sergio Gonzalez. 21-7. Thill leading V.C. Smith. Big night for V.C. Smith. And Elmhurst closing in on a dispatch of Webster University in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Melissa Milkey enters, one of the seniors for Elmhurst. Milkey out of Lake Zurich on serve. Free ball at the net. Good coverage by Milkey defensively. Here's V.C. Smith onward. Back from whence it came. Airborne for Wilkes. Dug out of there by Abraham. Aggressive attempt from Howard, who ends up with a point. It's 22-8 on the board. Elmhurst trying to sweep. Again, you can go back and watch any of the matches from the season, including this regional tournament. Serving error, 23-8. They're available on YouTube and also right here on Blue Jay TV a little bit later. Get yourself ready perhaps for the semifinals tomorrow. Again, 4:30 and 7. Dana Lonkar serving, 23-8. And the official heading to the scorer's table to check on the substitutions. Mary Graff allowing Emily Ratkowitz to come on out of Granite City, Illinois. 23-8, Lonkar looks to her left for guidance. Ratkowitz has a go in the middle, Wilkes. Batted around. O'Toole leaves it back towards McDowell. Here's Novak, and Novak puts Elmhurst on the verge. Match point for the Blue Jays. All the crowd congregated on the near side rises to their feet. 16 consecutive match points for Elmhurst. Howard short. Zarmak off the blockers. Now it's Novak. Too much. Webster has at least one more point coming in the 2012 season. The champions of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Trailing 24-9 in the third to nationally ranked Elmhurst on the home floor of the Blue Jays. Deep serve from Murray. Zarmak trying to end it, and does. A dominant performance by the Blue Jays in the third set. Elmhurst sweeps Webster 25-19, 25-16, and 25-9. What does that mean? Well, all of the higher seeds have advanced to the regional semifinals tomorrow. We'll have 4 nationally ranked teams doing battle. Elmhurst will meet Wisconsin Whitewater, a team that they have lost to twice this year at 7 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, it's the UAA showdown between Chicago and Wash U. We'll have that for you. 4:30 and 7 tomorrow. Wash U and Chicago at 4:30. Whitewater and Elmhurst at 7 right here on Blue Jay TV. Season comes to a close for Webster at 24-10. Elmhurst, with victory number 30 on the year, is 30-7, and they'll try to exercise a demon from this 2012 campaign in the form of Wisconsin Whitewater tomorrow night. We'll have all the action for you in the volleyball regional beginning at 4:30, and again tomorrow it is football coming your way at 1 o'clock, a big one for Elmhurst, maybe one of the biggest games in Elmhurst school history at 1 o'clock against Illinois Wesleyan University. I'll be on the call alongside Tony Minestra of that one for you. We'll have plenty of volleyball coming your way as well tomorrow, 4:30 and 7, all of the starts. That's all from R.A. Faginal Hall on this Friday evening. For our entire crew on Blue Jay TV, I'm Tim Calderwood. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow.